Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing the part next basically of the investment group basically, which was not tested by the one of the person told that banks only know basically to take the money, because if one person basically, that is the American country basically, spending 1 lakh crore to bank basically, so there is no responsibility of banks basically. They only know basically to take money and call the Sunil or NAIR and basically say that basically we are basically giving this job, for that basically you have to pay this much money. So banks know this only basically. This was tracked basically. That was bank basically. So one of the person told that there is no responsibility of ICICI Bank, because in India ICICI Bank is basically the major investment basically bank basically, who takes the money of software industry basically. In that 1 lakh crore basically 55 lakh 50 lakh crore basically, which was spent by the American group basically, that is the American government, by the American businessmen basically. So one of the person told the America wale kya matlab, like that only basically they are spending the 1 lakh crore basically. The investor basically who is investing the money to 1 lakh crore basically, he don't have any responsibility. He is basically getting money like that only basically. That also one of the person basically started telling basically. There is no value of 1 lakh crore. The investor also basically taken at lightly basically. Why? That basically I don't know why basically is taking this lightly, because Space Center told that if anything basic, if this basically has not tested, that means 60 years 70 years before also lots of people might have died here. So you can take the list of Space Center group basically, who actually died in Space Center, in universe. The major reason might be this text box, combo box, which was not tested and which was sent to the universe. So one of the person told that that's basically might be the problem person who is basically the investor of Earth planet only. So one of the person told that the investment basically whoever basically do right basically. So the banks basically are not responsible. Banks only know basically to take 1 lakh crore, 2 lakh crore. In India basically it's ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank. They don't have any responsibility. They only know basically how to not give job to Sunil Arnair and how to create problem to Sunil Arnair. They only know that thing only basically. So one of the person told that if one person basically tracked this right, that there is error basically, and in universe basically lots of people basically died, in Space Center also basically lots of people might have died. Responsible is America basically. So America basically told that we are spending 50 lakh crore to India basically. So India basically don't have any responsibility. That is also correct. Na? He also, they are basically also human being basically. America is also human being. So there is no responsibility of America basically. One of the person told that in America basically Sunil Nair basically is not getting work. Basically I applied for H1B visa also. There also basically they created problem to Sunil Nair basically. I applied visa from Pune basically. They have not given me the visa basically. So America know this only basically. How to give trouble to Sunil Nair. But here basically space group basically is going to do what basically? They are going to die basically on the base of America basically. And America is telling that basically when we watched this video, that time basically we tracked that basically we are spending 50 lakh crore to India also basically. So you can just imagine basically American group don't know that basically they are spending 1 lakh crore just per day basically. In that per day basically they are giving 50 lakh crore to Indian businessmen basically, that are TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Patani Computers, Oracle Computers, Accenture, Rishabh Group, Rishabh Software basically it's a Vadodara based company basically. They are basically very big level of group basically, and they are Gujaratis. NetWeb Solution basically is also one of the company basically in Vadodara city. There basically also I applied basically, but they have told that basically I am not eligible for software industry. They told up to that level basically. So the argument basically is they then basically one of the Mumbai group told that basically भाई हम तो पैसे वडोदरा को भी दे रहे, वी आर गिविंग मनी टू वडोदरा सिटी ऑल्सो, देन वडोदरा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वॉज नॉट देयर टू टेस्ट दिस टेक्स्ट बॉक्स. देन वडोदरा सिटी ग्रुप टोल भाई हमको तो अभी अभी पता चला, वी बेसिकली जस्ट got this information just now basically that text box equal to 1,000 cities, and that 1,000 city which was created and the text box which was sent 78 years before basically to space center basically, due to that basically lots of people basically died, and there was no responsibility of space center also, that also basically one of the person told that. So they, one of the person told that this was not tracked basically, one of the person literally told that basically what the thing basically Americans are doing, that is not tracking anybody. They only know basically America number one. America number one. We are going to be sit at America, in America basically, and telling America Jindabad, America Jindabad. That only basically they know. And lots of people basically, the Gujaratis basically are staying in America. So it was their responsibility. It was responsibility of Vadodara city basically. So one of the person told that also. So in Vadodara city there is no software company basically. Then he told that yes, basically there are many old software companies basically who are basically in Vadodara city. They basically not track. They only know basically to take money from Mumbai city, because Mumbai city basically invest the money to Vadodara city. So Mumbai city basically, USA passed to Mumbai city. Mumbai city basically told that we are giving money to Vadodara city also. So he passed it to Vadodara city. Like this passing is ongoing basically. This, take this, take this, take this, take this. And in that basically, Sunil or NAIR basically is not supposed to get job. That basically lots of software companies are doing. So one of the person told that it's a big issue basically which has created, because lots of people basically assume that basically some space center group basically watched this video other than Earth planet. They tracked this video and they basically tracked that due to satellite which was sent to the space center, and there basically the data basically which was connected, that data was basically having of the text box also, and due to that basically some data was accessed by other than Earth planet space center group, and due to that basically lots of people died. Then just imagine what are the things going to happen. This basically might not have been watched by the other than Earth planet space center group basically, because they don't have access basically. Have you basically seen that basically the other than Earth planet group basically access the software basically of the Earth planet basically, the space center software basically of the Earth planet? They basically hijacked the space center, each and every database of the space center basically of Earth planet. This type of thing basically never happened basically. Why? Because the it might not have tracked basically. So space center also basically mostly they might not have tracked this. That more than lots of people basically might have died due to this not tested product basically. So this was not tested. So it was a error basically. And one example basically I have already given, when basically I was in Pune basically I was checking one of the American software, the American government software basically. They basically literally given trouble to Sunila. That was NCP group, Congress group, and BJP group. So one of the person told that they might have tracked that this text box basically which was not tested, that also will come into picture basically in future. So they basically tried to kill Sunil Nair in Pune basically by NCP group, Congress group, and BJP group basically. That's why basically lots of NCP group basically joined BJP also. So one of the person told that this issue basically has created now very big basically, and responsible will be American government only. That will be the Elon Musk basically. Elon or basically Musk basically. I don't know the exact name basically. He is number one basically in America. So he is investing in American government basically. So he will, but actually he is not. He basically just came just now, basically. But it has taken by him basically, and current American president Trump basically. So Trump will be responsible. In next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this.